Lisa Long of the Youngstown Area Jewish Federation spoke to about 20 people at Midway Mennonite Church in Columbiana, giving her experience of what happened during her time over in Poland. She flew into Warsaw, and her first experience with refugees came about 20 minutes outside of the city, inside of hangars.
So think of the Kaveli Center, but with no actual electric lights at all.
The only lighting came from skylights when the sun was up, with makeshift beds, cots, and showers. Inside were people lining up at a wall of flags from other countries.
Where do I want to go? And you would see the flags of different countries that might be able to help you.
Afterwards, it took them 6 hours to drive from Warsaw to the border. There were refugees, doctors, volunteers, and others at the border. But she describes it as so quiet, you can hear a pin drop.
As a mother myself, if I'm bringing my children and whatever I can fit into a shopping cart across the border, I think I would just be at a loss for words.
Which is what many of these refugees had to deal with. Even driving took days to get to the border, and many of them couldn't get out right away.
A lot of the refugees that we spoke to had spent 2-3 weeks in their basements or bomb shelters, hiding from the war.
Once they did make it to the border, they had to wait 72 hours in the cold before being able to get in.
It was just sheerly the amount of people waiting to get across the border. Since the end of February, Poland alone has seen 2.5 million people come across the border.
Only about 8 checkpoints to get into the country, with another shocking sight at the border as they were flying back to Warsaw.
You saw the missile defense systems. You saw everything pointed toward the sky.
Preparing in case something was to come into Poland. While Long was over there, she heard many stories, but brought up the stories of these two women. On the left, Lily, who has 2 children and is a vascular surgeon. She was told she only had a little time to escape and grab what you can with your 2 hands.
So she said, I have 2 hands, I have 2 daughters. I grabbed my 2 daughters' hands, and we got in our car and we drove as fast as we could.
The other woman, Bella, who is in her late 80s. She is wheelchair bound, but this isn't the first time she had to flee Ukraine.
She remembers back in World War II when Odessa was being invaded from the sea. And she remembers those missiles, those launches coming from the sea.
In Columbiana, Jacob Thompson, WKBN 27 First News.